relatively 50-50 chance of working. And then you have the lightning bolt, which I love, which will work 5 out of 6 times. And that spell is really great to stop an opponent who is about to score, or to just clear the way for your own ball carrier to have an easy score. Then you have wandering apothecaries. Those are always a good idea to get. Well, one apothecary usually won't be enough. So, getting a new apothecary would be nice. So I'll get a wizard. And the wizards are pretty pricey. So I have 230,000 left. Foul play, bribes. Bribes are used usually to keep secret weapons on the field, because players with the secret weapon skill will end up having to be ejected from the game after a drive is over. But if you bribe the referee, well, you can keep them in the game, and that's always a good thing for you. And bribes can also be used if you're sadistic kind and tend to hit people when they're on the ground, which is called fouling, and you can do once per turn. Well, sometimes the referee will catch you, and well, if you have a bribe, you can prevent your player from being sent off. Usually I don't take them unless I play a team that has secret weapons. Extra training. Well, those are extra rerolls, so always good. Halfling Master Chef is pretty nice, but it's incredibly pricey for anyone except halflings, so not really worth it for regular teams. Bloodweiser Babes, well, those are nice. They give you a little better chance to recover from when you're KO after a drive. And they don't cost much. They cost 50,000 each. Usually, if I have money left over, well, I spend it with the babes. So here, I'll grab one apothecary more. And, well, potions, you can't use them in the classic mode. In the Blitz mode, the real-time mode, you can use them, as well as cheering fans, rioting fans, etc., etc. So, I'll also grab some extra team training. Well, actually, no. I'll grab 2 Bloodweiser Babes. And here it'll show all the inducements I bought, and a last chance to view the team's rosters, and we'll start out. Usually, a first game with any team is pretty iffy. You'll have to be careful not to put your players into too much danger. Otherwise, well, you can end up losing one or more players really quickly, and then, well, it goes down south after that. So, let's see. Here we have a chance to choose the coin toss, and of course, if we win it, we have a choice whether we get the ball or we kick the ball. Well, actually, we kick the ball or we get the ball. Here, since well, it's a team that tends to self-destruct, I'll kick the ball away. Now, when you see the players like this, it doesn't give a lot of information. So you press the N key, and you'll see the position of each of the players. I usually keep it there to have a good idea who I should attack and who I should defend against. If you press N again, you see their names. So if you name your players for their position or strength or whatever, well, you can keep it there. Then you have their number, always using the N key. Then you have the number of star player points they have. Of course, they all start with 0, except that the adversary, well, you see, that one adds 16 because, well, the computer cheats like that. But no, I'm just kidding. So, you also have their level, and that's it. So usually I'll just bring it back to their position. Now you have a certain time to put your players on the field and decide where they will start. So I will just put them in a relatively loose formation and put one blitzer on the left, one blitzer on the right. This way, since they have block, they'll have a better chance of stopping anyone who gets past the line. So here we choose where we will kick off the ball. Now, when you start out, you don't have a player with the kick skill, which means the ball will pretty much go anywhere from that point. It can really get very far from where you were trying to send it. So usually when you have a guy with a skilled kick, well, it's easier to know where and how to use the kick. Here we have a kickoff event, which is get the ref, which is really nice because that means that both players get a free bribe, which means that I can foul a little bit and not worry too much about getting sent off. Now, here, whenever the AI moves a vampire, you see it takes a bloodlust roll, which means that if he gets 1, he has to attack one of his thralls, otherwise he'll get sent off. Well, no, he won't get sent off. He will go outside the pitch to feed on someone. And here I was really lucky, and it's something that really happens a lot when you start out and nobody has any skills. He tried to attack my lineman using a blitz, and, well, he messed up and he hurt himself. Now, what is block? What is a blitz? A block is when your player starts his move next to a player from the opposing team. A blitz is when you have a player who is not in contact with the opponent, decides to, block the opponent nevertheless, and it will do so like this. However, a blitz you can only do once per turn, so you really have to choose your options carefully. Now, here if I press the... oh, well, that doesn't work. There we go. Here I press the G and the T key. The G shows the grid, in case you have some trouble determining just how far a player can go. And all the yellow squares, the yellow tiles, are the tackle zones. These are extremely important, and you have to take them into account at all times. So, when you enter a tackle zone, there's no problem. However, when you try to move from a tackle zone to a different tile, that gives the chance